So here we are at the 2025 Grady-White dealer meeting. We're standing in front of the Freedom 345. So Chris, tell us a little bit about what we're standing next to.
Yeah, the 345, we debuted that last year about this time, and just a fantastic new model for us. It's done extremely well. A replacement for the 335, which was in the line for about 12 years. And so we just took it and refreshed it and streamlined it and made it all new and very exciting.
Well, very beautiful boat. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Well, why don't we climb aboard and take a closer look?
Absolutely. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on here with the seating?
Yeah, so this is a big dual console. It's gonna have a lot of seats for you to bring all your friends and family out. Be super comfortable and had a great time. Here in the cockpit, we have some versatility. It's a dual aft-facing lounger, but when you do want a little bit more cockpit square footage, maybe to go out fishing, you can actually retract the inboard half of this lounge back to a typical seat depth. It's also really nice if you are fishing and you don't want the full lounge, you want to be ready to hop up and get on the reel, then you've got a seat there instead of a lounge.
Perfect. So total fishability with some great comfort.
Absolutely, and that's kind of the idea with the flexibility of a Freedom or a dual console from Grady-White.
So Christian, we're looking at three 350s, and the boat is optional with 450s as well.
Yes, so we have triple 350s on this particular boat, but it is available with twin 450s as well. Both comfortably push the boat in excess of 50 miles an hour.
Wow, so that's super. Any other differences between, but cruise is about the same for either package?
Cruise is very similar. Yeah, you'll notice a little more reserve power with the triple 350s. So if you are out there in the inlet on a rough day and you're cruising and you want to lay the hammer down, then maybe there's a little more reserve power there. And again, wide open throttle is about 3 miles an hour faster top end.
All right, so then, and we got some great fish storage back aft, as well as bait tank, and well, why don't you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, super versatile storage back here. The entire transom dedicated to cold storage, because we don't have the transom door, we have the dual side doors, which are extremely versatile, really nice regardless of how you're using the boat. If you're diving or if you're just going out somewhere and docking, or if you're fishing, you don't have to worry about which side the fish goes to, you have the dual doors. So again, that gives us the entire transom for cold storage options, including our optional refrigerated freezer box, thermostat controlled. You can just dial the temperature into what you need. Don't even worry about bringing the ice. As you mentioned, we do have a standard bait well. That's also insulated, so if you wanted to use that as an additional cooler, you could throw some ice in there, some drinks, some extra food or whatnot.
So dual purpose.
Dual purpose, yep. And then we have one more box all the way over in the corner of the transom that's insulated. And of course, all these drain directly overboard. Steve, we also have an incredible wet bar arrangement back here. You notice tons of countertop space, this beautiful corian material, a standard electric grill.
And sink.
We have a sink, of course, with a pop-up faucet, standard refrigerator drawer, and additional drawer storage inboard.
A great seating area up here if it can get out of the weather.
We certainly can, and that's the beautiful thing about a dual console configuration. We're inside this massive windshield, all kinds of protection, but if it is a beautiful day, you can completely open up the center from the electrically actuated vent up top, the manually opening windshield door, and then of course the bifolding door beneath that. So beautiful day, open it all up. If it gets a little snotty out there or it gets a little chilly, you can close it all back down. And speaking of being inside this windshield, a couple of different seating arrangements here. On the port side, we have this beautiful wraparound lounge seat, which has the electrically actuated high-low table. So if you want the table up, and maybe you're having a little snack, everybody can sit around the table. Or if you want some additional forward space facing lounge seats, just lower it down and add the cushion to it.
Perfect. Okay, and then there's also, what goes in this area up here? It's a blank spot.
Again, talking about protection from the elements, it's a neat way that we do the canvas here. We have a single piece of rigid, clear canvas for the enclosure. And to open it up, you simply unzip the bottom, unsnap a couple snaps on the aft side. The entire piece actually flips up and has a single twist fastener on the underside of the hardtop. So you can open it up in about 10 seconds or close it back down just as quickly.
Great. So again, giving you great protection when you want it, or just open the boat up.
Beautiful day, open it up, airflow's coming in, everybody's having a good time. Over here at the Helm station, you'll notice we have 2 individual bucket seats. Extremely comfortable, captain and companion, both with their own flip-down armrests, flip-down bolsters, and they're independently adjustable fore and aft. Speaking of the Helm, we've blacked it out. It's a little bit more modern look for us. We have our low-profile stainless steel switches and enough room for dual 19-inch Garmin displays.
So I've noticed a big change, from the old 335 to the new. This is a great door system that you guys have done. I consider it a great improvement, and it just, as you're telling me, it keeps line of sight.
Yeah, so what's really nice about this is compared to the old arrangement, we do have the top hatch that opens up and the bottom door that opens up separately. But now you can open it and leave it open. So not only is it easier to get in and out of the space, but if you want to leave it open, you can keep an eye on the kids and the grandkids as they're down there.
Perfect.
Speaking of down below, we still have the electrically actuated berth that slides outboard and converts it to a very comfortable two-person berth. You'll notice that we've added additional storage. We have the cabinetry all the way down the outboard side, and we have storage molded in below the berth cushions. And then also, you'll just notice the material selections, lighter colors. So even though it's not a huge space, being a dual console interior, it feels much bigger. And of course, the natural light from the skylight helps with that as well.
Exactly, and it keeps it nice and light and bright down below.
That's the idea. And speaking of, we can take a look into the head compartment as well. Same sort of thing, extra storage, new appointments, new material selections, new finishes that make it feel bigger, brighter, more open. And we've added the skylight for this compartment as well.
And then the new countertops?
New countertops, yep. This one has a quartz counter, has a beautiful mother of pearl tile backsplash. And then the cabinetry, just like on the port side, has the fluted inlays in the cabinet doors.
Beautiful. So here we are on the forward part of the boat, and something tells me this is going to be a pretty popular place.
Oh geez, this is what a bow rider's all about.
Yes.
I mean, whether you're anchored up, hanging out at the dock, underway on a beautiful day, there's no better place to ride. And we have our lumbar contoured backrests, our fold down armrests, grab rails all the way around, cup holders where you need them. And then when you are hanging out, easy up bow shade. So now this area, in addition to being extremely comfortable and a wonderful place to hang out, is also shaded.
Okay, perfect. And then this table goes up and down.
This table does have a leg that you can add to bring it up and make it an area for people to dine or have a snack. And the lid all the way forward, of course, is hinged on the front and flips up to give you standing access all the way up to operate the ground tackle under the anchor locker lid. And then we have insulated and overboard draining storage, port and starboard.
Underneath. All right.